I don't talk to people. There's no point in doing it. Good shit. Talk to people, dude. Period.
EA Sports to the game. Here we go, bucket up the pick and roll. Sham, gotta go. We on with what's scary. Glad summer, shed and tear. Yeah, we're pissed out. Consistently rocking, let you know we rocking like it's Slipknot. See this, say basketball at halftime. We on switch side. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love. With my wrist side, I got it for left. Tip that, then I got on the check. Dispatch, then we go on the race. Switch it up, and that's about the place. Switch it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one on our way. Richer than me. This ain't up for the vape. Got a love. Lay back, Matt Black. Justice for your chart. Now I'm in the AMG with the all back chair. They don't always me, but they got a little hand. How you worry about it when you can't pay the rent? I've been there. Not on boy, I went there. Off of my kids for dinner. Basketball on the tees, win there. Up in the cell at 17, back in going Opel at 19. Nothing wrong with the lessons at 20. In my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he? Oh, who is she? Let's speak on my name. You ain't me. What you talking? I'm overseas. He's talking about the all the trees. You want talking and talking and put me up. Call me lucky. I guess that's a dummy love. It's time. Believe me, gonna get up. On my stitch on YouTube. Share the truth. I'm gonna get on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it? Why you always rapping about it? Something you need, don't follow with me. Learn that environment. I turned to a bar. Remember, I was on the budget. Now I pay the staff off to find from another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted, still clocking big digits. No more day, no big spending. All the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did this. Big My deal 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, when the cops think we hit fences, now I'm blowing smoke out the country. What you think? I'm gonna take a boat back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful. I'm doing it. I believe. Go out to Colombia and brought me home. Used to be the underdog. He overseas. And I don't want to be nobody else. I'm the home. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else because I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big like die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. To a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I made a staff off and flying to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to want to be like Wayne. I used to want to be like Nip with the Cuban chain. I used to rap like Jay, trying to make me a name. All I do is C5. And I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind to. That's fact. I wanna be it. So I started. I like it. So I went on. Start with the pack. I heard the crowd agree and said, dog, I'm a rap. I did that. Superseded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than great. I'm the hottest rapper on the West. Let's just face it. So put that pride to the side and let's get patient. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else because I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dreams so big like die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. C5, just incredible. Hook the flow too. It's easy. Incredible. So you gon' ride.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from Mexico City. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He might take this all the way. Touchdown, Texans. Special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
Leaders have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And you talk about coming out and making a statement. Not only do you return the thing to the house, you go for 2 and get it.
How about the rules have changed starting with the 2015 season where you could go for 2 from the 2-yard line instead of kicking it from the 15? We thought that would promote more aggressiveness. We saw it right there.
So now the other return teams out there, is they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the 30.
That's a first there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Rodgers. And oh, what a way he hits the football. Texas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive on Ferguson.
They were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So out come the Texans in great starting field position. And a glance here at their shifting mobile signal caller.
If you ask coaches at any level to decide their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. He brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Mansell. He's got it conducted in inside. And the Texans are going to set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get it down at the 6-yard line. And we see the emphasis earlier. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. To me, this play says, your guy is better than your guy's son. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's stepping by multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Mixon. They'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Sometimes if you go too cute down in the middle, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Mansell going to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker. So
what the fuck?
We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
I wasn't trying to throw the goddamn fucking ball, man.
As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage, they can often throw it over your head.
I'm trying to dive in the goddamn fucking end zone.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers now to pro.
I think they experienced a bit of caught off guard a little bit. They decided not to throw that 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead till you set it down.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Rodgers. It's Ferguson. 1st down, pick up of 8.
The tight end is certainly in a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback at just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. They stay on the ground. The count again. They'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. Instead, it's fourth down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already second and once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tough rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead. And football. First and 10. It's going to get second and 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Mansell. It's incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Mansell. Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
But in the fact that they're staring down, I was like, a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they picked up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper. The moment it revealed itself.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. It's Mixon on the counter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. To Mixon. Second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
And your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try battle come back.
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, see, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. They got to score here. That's what they could be facing the next time they get the back.
The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. McCaffrey on the counter. Able to slither by. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on fourth down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Returnable here for St. Brown. A great return there, bombing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for 24 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw. This will make him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Second down in the yard. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And they're going to get it down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop them with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll look to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tap it down at the point. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans continue to pull away in this first half.
They really have their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he is not going to go into the break frame. So wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one. But I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they got 2 for 2.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's complete to McCaffrey. Get it down the down 4, takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Rodgers will try again on second down. It's a shot complete to his tight end. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, here's Haskins. And he's brought down it short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Jake Bailey on down to punt here on fourth down. And he's been a busy man here this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports halftime report. It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half.
And
He was running with determination.
Right, good word, and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. But it starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
They'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Now Rodgers. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We can give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
That's taken in. It's been tied in. And he's going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And again, it's Rodgers. The connection. Without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here. He also picks up the first down. To throw is Rodgers. It's going to be sacked. They sack it back right at the midfield stripe. Bobby Wagner multiple times tonight, throw in there and drop him for a loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, we took a nice step forward and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play. They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. From his linebacker spot, that's Derek Brooks with his sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Pressure gets to him again. Derek Brooks, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down.
It's been a tough one all game up for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
So they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's St. Brown on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him as it is. We'll go to 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over for the 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They're going deep for Hill. And he's got it. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texans. 22, 67 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down. Ball big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, they'll like to go for 2 here. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. Well, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he took the square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Rodgers. It's going to be intercepted. It's the Richard Sherman. The Texans are going to take possession as they get it at the 42-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. To find his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Manziel. Complete. Big here in the 4th quarter, really big. That passing incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They'll drop to throw. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And a nice spin in the open field. They're going to score again. Touchdown, and they just handed their totals. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Manziel going to throw. And they don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody don't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No. Okay.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense. The two of us trying to spread up. You guys should see the result.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st down, Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Crooked ass fucking wall.
Good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now a 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Let's go. Down he goes. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Rodgers now to throw. It's good. It's able to get it back to the 33. This one is extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, they can epitomize what happened to their all game offense. So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. But Houston's offense taking over again, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Mixon running right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And now the Texans once again lining up to go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right?
Yeah, do I ever?
2 for the extra point. To the tight end. He will not make it to the goal line. It's his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance.
This is Gavin. So they will set up shot, excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Houston set to take over. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, he has been fun to watch throw the football this way. Certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession. Points on the board that don't matter, but do them. And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get paid. It's not the whole thing. It's a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organism. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemon grass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you want to do. If you want to build, I'm Bobby. If not, then keep it in a lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh. What you gonna do? If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Back with shoes. Don't come home. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us in bed. Oh. So let me know what you want to do. if you gonna feel I'm bobbing. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See if you gonna feel I'm bobbing. If not, then sucker, you throwing off the vibe. Don't die. It's all about the vibe. All of that. Back with me. Don't come down. The bad in the but you like maybe in the making a young tycoon and sicker than the tycoon that the tycoon that right now and reach for the money cranking by baby. If it's ain't this, get this nigga make it get change, yeah, I'm tweaking it. Get your dollar straight and circulate. They gave it. If you on the body, then buy that thing. If you ain't rich, you going on the vibe. Then I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. Back with me, don't come down. In the Jeep, give me the vibe. Don't waste my time. Kiss my mind, you can kiss the vibe. You can see the vibe. You never give me the vibe. Keys the vibe. Already keep the guys. All that I see is a lie. We get a beat. That's a drip. See my wrist. That's a freeze. Give me a this. Give me teamwork. Give me the season. Funny clothes. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me. Instead of comparing the 3 letters exist in trees, I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed fatigue. 10,000 steps ahead as I put the choke on it. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Beach buzz covered my chin. Even then, I would leave rap. Going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend. I am the truth. I am the God. I am the sin. There is no way around it. My just make them in. These roads are Cody Golden. And you this and I must be the cold and exploded with the commode is. Real soon they're gonna have the mission. Mr. Great the magician with the greatest of Weezy, Andres and Jiggers, Rock Biggie and Nas, Face Mob, Uzi and Raekwon. It's easy to say these themes looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proofs and the pudding is non-missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your. I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhower's. Deceased presidents in the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on the ball and forever watching the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus K, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night. I get this cake debate right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble cycles. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a who knows what the future holds. Do it for the internet, and I'm not internet, and that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers, disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me?
ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cat. I've been doing that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't gotta put the head to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feeling. Hey, vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chilling. What's the good guy till it made me the villain? Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got games for a center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the bag. Where my cat? Take it down, try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cat. I've been doing that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job. It ain't easy. In a good mental state of God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. All week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay y'all. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job or put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gonna need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my cat? Take it L, try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cat. I've been doing that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me. I got games for dinner. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 bands I got games for dinner. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 bands in the sprinter. They don't want no problem. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took it. But if I take it, you know I'm reason it. They don't want no problem. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took it. But if I take it, you know I'm reason it. Credit came a long way from the church. I'm from the water. I'm a saint with a demon in my head. Gas, on seal, roll just spinning like a plan. Lord on my mind. You been playing like Texas, you know the college so bad like a rock. Part of the reason they can't stop me. You don't know how I feel. I'm from Memphis, turn up quick. You don't know how I feel. Turn them low and feel wet. You just be like 4 down off the dub. I ain't playing with them. QD to the RB, they pull out 30 hand in hand. Women in Jamal Chase, you know it's what the people saying. I'm still in the field, ain't calling it blue belt shit.
Yeah, what I ain't get the smoke. Kick it out, how we tryna go? Too easy, I'ma run it up my clothes like Red flag, I'ma send them home. Hail Mary, Hit the gritty on, gotta pull in that camera roll. Next time, got the city up, I'm gonna pick the party out like it's that. When it's fresh, can't like got cannon on me, I feel like rain. Checking at the left parties, which barely gets started. Catch a play, I'm like Megatron, you don't know nobody.
But if I take it, I'm gonna raise it. All I know is when I ain't never took it. But if I take it, I'm gonna raise it. My game, I play my game, I'm such a game. I play all the way, take one day, keep getting cold. Time to win, I'm talking play. Keep going, options with. Loyalty for my team is what I stand on. Why turn the corner when got the back for my man? Like magic, everything. I'll turn the gold up for my hand on. Just bought another ride to my crib with me to expand on. Down with no collar, down with no collars, down with no collar, down with no collars. All I know is when I ain't never took it. But if I take it, I'm gonna raise it. All I know is when I ain't never took it. But if I take it, I'm gonna raise it.
It's that groundbreaking. When I pull up, leave the ground shaking. Cause they ain't think I was gonna go, they be like, how I make it. Talking like they finna stop something. It's go time, let's line it up. I've been ready to mob something the whole time. My stomach growling. I ain't gonna pick up for no 100,000. I need a Billy trying to go and buy the public housing. To cut that stove on, my name highlights, but he to play, I don't need a break. So I'm trying to crate that to the meter breaks to be the one. No limit, who running? Dreadhead, cool runs. GML, good money. New whip 200. Soldiers with me 300. If it ain't about the money, please don't count on me coming. No, they don't want no problems. These problems don't be problematic. Don't want no smoke or no static. I don't do no dramatics. Them boys bigger than plastic. I tell them jump in the bag. Cause I've been in my bag. Speaking all in the chain. All I know is when I ain't never took it. But if I take it, I'm gonna raise it. But I was just a fuck, yeah. Now I got to do that shot with the pump. So I don't want to get the feelings out the trying to fix it up. Shorty clean the fingers on me, diamond, run it back. Just that but I was just a fuck. Now I got the killers who got shot with the. I don't want to get the feelings out the trying to fix it up. I let Shorty clean the fingers on me, diamond. First order of affairs, no snitch. And I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen to the earth. No snitch. And I tell them watch it like a flip, oh, Chris. She on the glass trying to get it. She think I'm a laugh because I got a bad with her. And I ain't trying to down when I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a back. Lights on, put up in the city with a lights on. Lights on, lights on. Titties for the chicken, need a white to throw the rice on. Pull a double pop and all the ice on. Make them like, she running down. She running down. She pay a bill. She get it. 50 seconds for that double down. Then I double down. 2023 and I'm the only one coming down. Yeah. But I was just a fuck, yeah. Now I got to killers who got shot with the pump. So I don't want to get the feelings out the trying to fix it up. Shorty clean the fingers on me, diamond in the rough. 24 kind DVDs in the stars. Bitch going off like the what's the stars. Only one model with designers in the stars. When we shop back, bring on from the bottom with a couple brother records, they still not got the game out. Come on, non special things, so we raised by who got his word in this business every range drop. Yeah, with us. They get their brain swap. Walk around like I'm nigga with the diamonds in the spot. You ain't walking on these spots. I got diamonds in my socks. I be funny like a boogie, but I'm riding like a spot. I'm the king of your city. You about your block. Talk. Go on, talk it if you know that you talk. Deep dive and I'm getting lost. Go on, turn up if you know that you're a boss. Hey, this bad is servitude, but I was just a fuck, yeah. Now I got the killers who got shotty with the pump. So I don't want to get the feelings out the trying to fix it up. Shorty clean the I don't want to get the feelings. I'm trying to do the sun. How that dirty bleed the feelings. I'm like diamond in the rough. Yeah. Back in my ways. This is my girl. I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out of the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. That's for people that know what is J. I never change. Put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all of this crunch time. Eating rappers is lunchtime. You the man know sometimes. It's the real with a punchline. The industry come with the front lines. Never mine. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on my fine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk of a name by the dip. Nah, the name will be real quick. Ain't gonna stop my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read on the job with the top down. Get me on stage, I'll rock out. Everything money can't break, no timeouts. Change the way they sign out. Trying to hit my line out. Thinking I'll come find out. 1v1 with guns like a wide out. Studio, there, my hideout. Can't shit tears from my ain't no pride now. Don't me gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass some trials. Woman is like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, no sweat though. Bend no, keep my head strong. My dog ain't talk about petrol. Brand new ones, they retro. Live fast, I ain't gonna set my headstone. Stop bang grown. You ain't get money, been prank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the fence. You talking to them, happy. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. My dog, she nasty. Sitting brush. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I moved to the back of the athlete. Got a little buzz, these on chance. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, she can't stand me. Don't stop till I got me a Grammy. Trip for the leg, no whip for my granny. I ain't never had me, no plan. Me look at me now, got a copy of that.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, inevitably. These people all inside of what I want up in the building. Worry about the future like I'm here to snatch their children. Them I was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they just my patience? I've been all the blame. No one gotta bring it, just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on in the street game. I'm convinced that nobody me speaking my language. I'm a critic, so listen close when I say.
Dude, didn't that say for 210,000 training? What the fuck?
Everything I wrote gon' smoke so dangerous. I can make the Einstein feel brainless.
I just saw that shit. I said I worth 210,000 fucking training.
The type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Trying to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical. This moment is pivotal. Here to be the streets that say my influence unbiblical. We gon' make it grimy. They gon' get behind me. Told you I'm the best. I just said it with my chest, so for real, nobody try me.
Dude, that shit is 210,000. I don't have 210,000 fucking training. What the fuck? I did the shuffle, dude. It gave me. I swear that.
This wouldn't work if we played it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rip like a shatter. This feel like splitting it down. We got involved in the battle, so now we up and we at them. Watch out for my evolution. We're on to start a revolution. Are you more than a being? I'm an institution.
Man, I almost want to go stop the fucking tape and watch and see, dude. It's that shit at 210,000 fucking training. It's like 27,000. Oh, fuck. Dude, it just says I should be able to get that bitch right there. Dude, I swear shit said I did the training fucking shuffle. I did that shit right there and it gave me 210,000 training, but I didn't get the fucking shit. I swear that's what the fuck happened, dude.